Emotional intelligence. It's a skill we hear about often, a cornerstone of strong relationships, effective communication, and personal growth. But what does it really mean to be emotionally intelligent? At its core, it's about understanding and managing our own emotions while recognizing and respecting the emotions of others. It's the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. In a world full of constant pressures, fast decisions, and emotional triggers, cultivating emotional intelligence can feel challenging. But here's where the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers powerful, time-tested tools to help us transform our emotional lives. Stoicism, a school of thought born over 2,000 years ago, provides us with practical wisdom for navigating life's ups and downs. Central to Stoic philosophy is the idea that we cannot control external events, but we can control our response to them. This principle lays the foundation for emotional intelligence. Instead of letting emotions dictate our actions, Stoicism teaches us how to pause, reflect, and respond with intention. By practicing these methods, we can build a stronger sense of self-awareness and create healthier interactions with those around us. To start, let's explore one of the most important Stoic concepts, the pause. Picture a moment when you felt your emotions take over: anger at a rude comment, frustration with a mistake, or anxiety about an unexpected problem. In these situations, our instinct is often to react immediately. We might lash out, blame someone, or panic without considering the full picture. The Stoics, however, teach us to pause. The pause is a deliberate moment of stillness between an event and our reaction. It's not about suppressing emotions or ignoring what we feel. It's about giving ourselves a chance to process before we act. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoics, wrote extensively about this idea in his personal journal, Meditations. He reminded himself to be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. While the waves of emotion may come, we can remain steady by choosing not to be swept away. The pause creates space for us to observe our feelings without judgment. In that space, we can decide whether our initial reaction aligns with our values and long-term goals. Over time, this practice trains us to respond with clarity and wisdom rather than emotional impulse. So, how do we cultivate this ability to pause in the heat of the moment? It begins with small, intentional practices that help us become more aware of our emotions. One powerful technique is deep breathing. When we feel overwhelmed by anger, stress, or anxiety, our breathing often becomes shallow and rapid, amplifying our sense of panic. By consciously taking slow, deep breaths, we signal to our brain that it's safe to relax. Inhaling deeply through the nose, holding the breath for a few seconds, and exhaling slowly can calm both our body and mind. This simple practice is like hitting the reset button. It creates a natural pause that allows us to regain control of our emotions. Another essential Stoic practice for building emotional intelligence is journaling. The act of writing down our thoughts and feelings helps us clarify what's really going on beneath the surface. Journaling encourages us to step back and analyze our reactions. Were we angry because of what someone said, or because it struck a nerve about an unresolved insecurity? Were we anxious about a situation because it's truly threatening, or because we fear losing control? By putting these questions into words, we gain deeper self-awareness and start to uncover patterns in our emotional responses. The Stoics viewed journaling not only as a tool for reflection, but also as a way to practice gratitude and perspective. When we record moments of gratitude, we shift our focus from what's going wrong to what's going well. When we write about challenges, we can reframe them as opportunities to grow. This shift in mindset doesn't just help us manage our emotions, it strengthens our resilience and our ability to empathize with others. In addition to pausing, breathing, and journaling, another Stoic technique that builds emotional intelligence is reframing. Reframing involves looking at a situation from a different perspective, often one that is less emotionally charged. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, feeling irritated and impatient. Instead of stewing in frustration, a Stoic might reframe the experience as an opportunity to practice patience. Or they might remind themselves that the traffic is beyond their control and choose to focus on what they can control, such as listening to an audiobook or practicing gratitude for the safety of their journey. Reframing can also be applied in relationships. If someone says something hurtful, instead of reacting with anger, we might pause and consider their perspective. Are they acting out of stress or insecurity? Are their words a reflection of their own struggles, rather than a true attack on us? Reframing allows us to approach conflicts with empathy and understanding, which can diffuse tension and lead to more constructive conversations. As we integrate these Stoic practices into our lives, it's important to remember that emotional intelligence is not about suppressing emotions or striving for perfection. It's about learning to work with our emotions in a way that aligns with our values. We are human, and it's natural to feel anger, sadness, or frustration. What matters is how we handle those emotions, whether we let them control us or use them as opportunities for growth. To close, let's recap the key Stoic practices that can help us cultivate emotional intelligence. First, we embrace the pause, creating a moment of stillness between an event and our response. Second, we use techniques like deep breathing to calm our mind and body when emotions run high. Third, we engage in journaling to reflect on our thoughts, identify patterns, and reframe challenges. Finally, we practice empathy and perspective-taking, reminding ourselves that we cannot control others' actions, but we can control how we choose to interpret and respond to them. I challenge you to begin incorporating these habits into your daily life. Start small, perhaps with a simple breathing exercise the next time you feel stressed or a short journaling session at the end of the day. Pay attention to how these practices affect your ability to manage emotions and connect with others. Over time, you may find yourself reacting less and responding more, strengthening your emotional intelligence with each passing day. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Stoic wisdom and emotional intelligence. Remember, growth is a gradual process, and every small step counts. By cultivating these habits, you're not only improving your own life, but also creating a ripple effect of positivity in your relationships and beyond. Keep practicing, stay mindful, and embrace the journey toward greater emotional awareness and inner peace.